Truth be told, I'm just going to Tailwind and Protect turn 1. And they actually withdraw. Okay. There's the Moonblast. Okay. GG, I guess. They weren't happy about that. What is going on, everybody? My name is Kneeckoh. Welcome back to another Regulation I video. Today, we're letting the dogs out. We've got Zacian and Zamazenta on this team. It comes from the Urban Ranger over in the Discord, and it looks pretty cool. It looks like good stuffs, right? So, Zacian and Zamazenta are restricted Pokemon here. We have Urshifu and Rillaboom here as well to have our strong water attack as well as a powerful grass type Pokemon. We have Tornadus for speed control and Raging Bolt to round things out. I think this is an interesting looking team. I will say a little awkward that we have the Urshifu and the Rillaboom but not like a fire type to round it out. I do think that with this particular team, having, you know, Incineroar or something for the more balanced mode would be beneficial. However, I do understand the sentiment that, you know, having an Incineroar not only has the same issue where you have currently with Zacian, Zamazenta, and Raging Bolt, where you have 3 ground weaknesses, you would also have more fighting type weaknesses because Incineroar also weak to fighting type. So there are some complications that you would have as a result of having Incineroar on this team as well. So I do understand the sentiment. Maybe Hearthflame Ogerpon would have been a good pick for this particular team. But I definitely think this team looks cool. I'm keen to see what we could do with the double dogs. I don't think that double dogs is like a particularly powerful combination in this format, but I do think it'll be a pretty fun combination in a best of 1. So I'm very interested to see what we could do here today. Let me know in the comments below, what do we think of double dogs? Are you a fan of double dogs? Have you been testing it, trying it out? Is it the sauce for Reg I? Let me know in the comments below. Like, sub, and comment. As always, helps me out, helps channel out, and helps video out immensely. But let's get into some battles and let the dogs out. This is just all restricteds. There is just a whole team of restricteds, and I don't know how to feel about it. Okay, I am thinking I'm going to... They don't have any way to intimidate me, which is pretty fantastic. So I'm kind of thinking we just go speed control off the rip. I don't know. Truth be told, what do we got on Raging Bolt? Thunderclap, E-Web, Draco. Yeah. I don't know that Zamazenta is actually the correct bring here. There's too many Pokemon I can't hit effectively with it. So I don't think I'm going to bring that. I am going to bring my Raging Bolt. I'm going to bring Rillaboom as well. I think we rely on these Pokemon to kind of just deal with this threat. Lock it in. Casual ladder at its finest. Let's get it. Vascular Legion Kyogre. I'm gonna go for the Basket Legion turn 1. That actually didn't KO the Basket Legion. Kind of crazy. They don't like my Torn at all. I'm down to get in my Raging Bolt here. I feel pretty good about the Raging Bolt. We can go for Electro Web. I kind of want to keep my Tera intact, I'm not going to lie. I'm down to just go for Electro Web and Play Rough into the Kyogre. They're going to withdraw the Basket Legion. Giratina's gonna come in, that's fine. Shiny Giratina, love that. Very cool stuff. That actually just KOs. Okay, we crit. Slow the Giratina down. Not that that makes a significant difference. And what do they bring in? It is going to be Rayquaza. I'm just going to go ahead and Electro Web once more. And I'm not particularly worried about the Giratina. I'm going to go for a Play Rough. That's going to take that, no problem. We're going to slow him down again. They have Earth Power. Didn't feel great. Didn't feel terrible either. Basculegion's in a rough spot because we can simply go for a Thunderclap. Actually, I'm kind of down to just go for a Snarl and Behemoth Blade into Basculegion. I want to weaken the Giratina. They go for the Aqua Jet, makes sense. Another crit, okay. Good damage. They go for another Earth Power. We should not survive that. Okay. They crit. Okay. Makes sense. Fair enough. We crit them twice. That makes sense. Kilwin's gone. Not that we really need it at this point. We get in the boom. I'm going to Snarl again and just Woodhammer. I'm actually gonna Tera now. I'm gonna Snarl and Woodhammer. Because I don't want to get hit by super effective Earth Power. I don't want to risk anything, because if they were to crit me and magically KO Raging Bolt, then I don't think we win with just the Rillaboom in this matchup. Maybe we do. At the rate that we're doing damage, maybe we do. Yeah, we do. We do, in fact. That did a lot. Okay. GG. Interesting battle 1. Okay. Honestly, Double Dog seems like a pretty powerful lead into this particular team. Double Dogs doesn't seem bad here. I can bring Raging Bolt. And I'm tempted to bring my Rillaboom to have terrain control as well as Fake Out. Urshifu also doesn't seem terrible. Actually, what if I did this? What if I did this? I have an idea here. Okay, it's gonna be Smeargle. My hope is they go for Fake Out. Fake Out my Zacian. That's fine. So they probably spore, right? Yeah, they spore. Okay. I'm gonna taunt again into the Calyrex. They go for follow me, that's fine. Because now their Smeargle can't do anything. And I'm going to double Calyrex this turn. They withdraw the Smeargle, and what comes in? It's going to be their Urshifu. Here comes a Glacial Lance. Okay. Yes. Huge. Absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. Nice wake up, Zacian. It is Torkoal that comes in. I'm just going to go for the hits on Torkoal. Weaken the Torkoal. Because if this is the Stockholm team, it's Specs. They go for Eruption. Please take the hit, Urshifu. Please take the hit, Urshifu. Okay. Okay. They go for close combat. Oh, that's a double KO. That's a double KO. Okay. How many more turns of Trick Room do they have? 2. Okay. What we do is Tera Ghost, Wide Guard, and I'm going to Electro Web. It's going to be the Torkoal. Gonna be the Torkoal. Because if I'm not mistaken, that Urshifu is banded. Yep. Survive. Thank you. Thank you. Electro Web should KO. Oh my gosh, it didn't. That is brutal. I'm gonna body press here. Thunderclap. The Urshifu. There's the eruption. Gosh, that did a lot. We should be fine though. Trick Room ended. There's specs on Torkoal. Yep. Okay, we won. GG. Yeah, they're specs on Torkoal, so they're locked into Eruption. They have like no HP, so they wouldn't do enough damage to Zamazenta. And then they wouldn't do enough damage to Zamazenta to be able to KO. They couldn't fake me out, and I'm faster, so I still take the Torkoal, and then Smeargle can't do anything for the rest of that battle. So I can, even if they spore me, I can wait them out. So we just win that battle. GG. I will say I am a little shocked at the end of that one that we didn't get the KO on the Urshifu after they twice used close combat. Kind of crazy. Right on. Rillaboom lead with Zacian. Seems very powerful here. Zama in the back. And thinking I want my Bolt. Thinking I want the Bolt. See what they got. Right on Grimmsnarl. This works out very nicely for us. We fake out and we play rough. Fake out, play rough here. Watch him be like Tera Ghost or something stupid on the Miraidon. They withdraw the Miraidon. Saw that coming. It's going to be Ogerpon coming in. Grimmsnarl goes down. That's beautiful. Miraidon's going to come back in. They're going to change the terrain on us. We're going to hard swap into our Raging Bolt here and just protect. And they're going to Terrastalize. Miraidon is going to become a Fairy type. That doesn't help them a ton with a Zacian on the field. They go for the Volt Switch, not allowed. I gotta think here. I'm thinking I Thunderclap, Tera Sacred Sword. I'll be honest, I don't know if that KOs Ogre Pawn, and that puts me in a very scary position. I'm gonna do it. It puts me in a very scary position. Ay, ay, ay. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. Thunderclap's not going to connect for that reason. Okay, Volt Switch is going to hit. Almost KOs me, doesn't quite. It does not quite. Calyrex comes in. They've already Terra'd. I will say I'm not particularly fond of the situation I find myself in. I'm going to hard swap into... Yeah, I'm going to hard swap into my Zamazenta. And I'm going to protect. If I would have gone for Draco last turn, it would have been better. I kind of wish I went for Draco. I have a feeling they're just going to Glacial here. Yep. I'm going to throw Behemoth Blade at Calyrex. Okay, they protected. That's fine. Oh my gosh, it held on. That is so brutal. That is so brutal. I can't believe it held on. Alright, I have to bring in Rillaboom. The worst part of this is... I don't have Heavy Slam. I'm going to U-turn Calyrex. Yep. That did nothing. I suppose I could have doubled Callie, but we have no real way of... Yeah, it's just not good. It's just not good. They Trick Room up. I'm gonna double Calyrex. Not having Heavy Slam really sucks here. That's decent damage. They actually went for high horsepower, which I'm okay with. Wow, we are not doing any damage. They're going for Electro Drift. And that KOs. That's GG. I'm not digging the coaching on the Zama here. Like, Heavy Slam just does so much more. Because, like, in this particular instance, like, we're kind of cooked. I'm going to go for a fake out Electro Web here. Because they're going to withdraw. I think this is our only play. And they just protect Calyrex. This actually works out in our favor, though. Because if we KO the Ogre Pawn, we need to hit. Okay, we KO the Ogre Pawn. That brings back in Miraidon, boosting my Thunderclap. Which is kind of key. I need the Thunderclap. Reflect wears off. Okay. I have to go for Woodhammer, and I have to hope Thunderclap can KO from this range. That's my only win con. Come on. Yes! That's huge! That is absolutely massive. Come on, Woodhammer. Come on, Woodhammer. We're Miracle Seed. Yo. Don't Dazzling Gleam. Don't Dazzling Gleam. Don't. Yes! That's game. That's game. You clicked the wrong attack. You clicked the wrong attack. That's game. They clicked the wrong move. That's a game. I still wish we had Heavy Slam on Zamazenta, but they clicked the wrong move. GG to my opponent. Let's go. Let's go. That's an insane battle right there. GG. Good lord. Good lord. GG. There's a team once more for you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed the double dogs. It's a fun team. I like the concept. I like this particular team quite a bit. The biggest issue I have is the lack of Heavy Slam on the Zamazenta. I wish we just had Heavy Slam, because in those Miraidon matchups, if you do lose Zacian, it gets very, very difficult, because most are running Tera Fairy right now. Very difficult to KO a Miraidon. It gets so scary. So I personally would just rather have Heavy Slam, especially into Fluttermanes and everything else. If you like, you get in the situation where it's just Zama versus like Fluttermane or Callie, and you only have Body Press, you can't touch them. You can't touch them. So for me, I'd rather just have Heavy Slam. It just gives you more outs in certain battles. So that's just my thought. Other than that, I think the team is very fun and very cool. I just think that tweak would be massive for this particular team. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and sub for more like this in the future. Also, be sure to check out the Discord where you too can share Reg I teams like this one to be featured in future videos. But until next time, peace.